안녕하세요 여러분. Hi guys. Welcome to Learn Korean with Clara 쌤. 한국어 같이 배워요. The topic of lesson 14 is the possessive particle 의, illustrated by an example. 제 친구예요. This is my friend. You see a short conversation here. 이분이 누구예요? Who is this person? 제 친구 엠마예요. She's my friend Emma. 엠마 씨, 반갑습니다. 저는 미나 회사 동료예요. Nice to meet you, Emma. I'm Mina's coworker. The points that we are going to learn in this video are about 제 친구 and 미나 회사 동료. Before talking about it, we will first see the first sentence. 이분이 누구예요? Who is this person? 이 means this and 분 means person. It's a polite form. For example, when you are in a restaurant in Korea, a waiter will ask you, 몇 분이세요? It means how many in your party. In both cases, we use the word 분 to be polite. In the first case, the coworker is meeting the other person for the first time, and he doesn't know her or him yet, so he uses the word 분 to be polite. In the second case, the waiter also uses 분 because he is speaking to a customer. But when you don't need to be polite, you use the informal expression 사람. It is the same meaning person. Now back to the main topic of this lesson, 제 친구 and 미나 회사 동료. In Korean, to connect two nouns, we use 의. It is a possessive particle which corresponds to, in English, of. 의 comes between the two nouns, as you see here, but you need to be careful. 의 comes just after the first noun without a space. 의 is not influenced by the type of the syllable of the word that comes ahead. So whether a noun before 의 ends with a consonant or a vowel, it will always be 의. In other words, it is not like the topic marking particle 는 or the subject particle 이가, which both depend on the type of the syllable placed ahead of it. For these topics, you can go check out my other videos. Let's see some examples. As I indicated to you before, to link the two nouns, we put the possessive particle 의 between them. For the first example, we see the two words 하늘 and 구름들. 하늘, it means the sky, and 구름들, it means the clouds. To say the clouds of the sky, just to put 의 in between. Notice how the construction is reversed compared to English. 하늘에 구름들. For the second example, 선생님 and 가방. 선생님 means teacher and 가방 means bag. As for the first example, between the two words we add 의, then we say 선생님의 가방. That means the teacher's bag. For the third example, there are two words 미나 씨 and 직업. 미나 씨 is a first name with a politeness term 씨 added at the end. For more explanation about it, you can go to see lesson 12. And 직업 means a job or a profession. We attach 의 just after 미나 씨 to say Mina's job 미나 씨의 직업. For the last example, we see the two words 드라마 and 주인공. Drama means a soap opera, 주인공 means a main character. As for the other examples, here also to link the two words, we put 의 between drama and 주인공. So the main character of the drama in Korean is 드라마의 주인공. Let's see two more examples with complete sentences. 저의 핸드폰이에요. We see here 의 between the two words 저 and 핸드폰. 저 means I, said with politeness, and 핸드폰 means cell phone. So 저의 핸드폰 in English is my cell phone. We can also use 제, which is the short form of 저의, as we learned in lesson 13. 제 핸드폰이에요. The second sentence is 방탄소년단의 멤버가 누구예요? It means who are the members of BTS. Between the two words 방탄소년단 and member, we see 의 방탄소년단의 member. That means the members of BTS. Sometimes we can also omit 의, but the meaning of the sentence does not change and Koreans understand without any problem. For example, we often say 방탄소년단 멤버가 누구예요? By omitting 의. Everything we have just learned will apply to the two initial examples. The first is 제 친구 엠마예요. But in this sentence, you don't see the possessive particle 의. How come? This is because we must first know the short form 제. As we have already studied in lesson 13, the word 제 is actually the short form of 저 and 의, 저의, which corresponds to my in English. So if we sum up between the two words 저 and 친구, there is 의 as a possessive particle. 저의 친구 엠마예요. She is my friend Emma. The second is 미나 회사 동료. Normally, between the words 미나 and 회사, and then between the two words 회사 and 동료, there must be 의 to make the connection. But here we do not see 의. Is there a mistake? Actually, no. It's like I explained to you with 방탄소년단 member. It is the same principle. Even though you omit 의, the meaning of the sentence or the meaning of the word does not change. But please be careful because it is not always like that. For example, in the case of 저의, in English my, here 의 cannot be omitted. Let's go back to the sentence. 저의 친구 엠마예요. In this sentence, if we take out 의 and you just say 저 친구 엠마예요, it sounds weird. So it's not very natural. A little exercise for you. Which particle do you think will fit the best in this sentence? 부부, 일은, 부부만 안다. Only couples know what a couple does. Try to find the answer. The answer is posted down below. Well, that's all for this lesson. Hope this video has helped you better understand how the possessive particle is used in the Korean language. Thank you for watching and good work everyone. See you next time. 다음에 다음에 또 만나요. 안녕.